Did it? Where are you going?
I just want to make sure.
All right. I am Clay Smith.
I'm Nathan Otto.
And we're going to be talking about GradeKeeper today. So what is GradeKeeper? Basically, it's an assignment book that updates itself. But more than that, it allows, it has student and professor functionality. So professors can go in and add assignments that are due for their courses that they're taking, any courses that they're, or not taking, but teaching, thank you. And then students can go in and register for whatever courses they're taking and get automatic updates on when it's time to do and what it's time to do. And then also we have a web version and a native version for mobile devices. So, yeah.
All right. So some of the technologies that we use, so it's based on, starts on Ionic. Ionic is an HTML5 framework. It's built on top of Angular and Cordova. Angular is like a JavaScript framework. Cordova is it's a system that allows you to write in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and it compiles through this command line interface and builds a iOS or Android app, so you only have to write it once. And Ionic allows for fast and clean CSS. It is built on a controller view framework. There's no model. So right now you can see this is like a controller for the sign-in. And it has these directives like scope on Ionic view before enter. So before a view enters, it'll perform this code. And so this is the view section for the sign-in registration, and the model is built into the text inputs. So like you can see here, like user.name, user.email, and then you pass user, and all these values get added as well. It creates an object. And the other one that we use is Material Angular. For those that were in their application design, it uses the same kind of design principles as Polymer. It's like a material design. It also allows for a clean experience and allows for Sass theming, which is like CSS, but you can create themes and apply it through the entire application. And some of the nice things, like here you can see Material Angular allows for autocompletes in the view section, and then in the controller you can populate the text dropdown. So you'll see this later, and then it'll set the states at the top for that respective scope.
All right, here's the schema for our database. We used the MySQL database on the Maxwell server here. There's 10 tables total, the main ones being students, courses, teachers, and assignments, also grades. The important relations here are students adding courses, courses having assignments added to them, and then we have teachers adding assignments for courses that they are teaching. And then also here you have the assignments have grades associated with it. Also courses have weights for the breakdown of homeworks and tests and quizzes and whatnot.
Okay, so we'll take a look at some of the features. So this is the login page in the registration. So you can click, it'll slide over, gives you the registration page, gives 2 password boxes. You can then go and click for the professor functionality. It'll give you this nice orange changeover. It changes the text inside of where it says "Welcome to GradeKeeper," so that you get this, feedback, knowing that you changed the state and that you're now going to try to log in as a professor as opposed to a regular student.
So if you were a new professor and you were about to add the courses that you're teaching, this is what you would see. So you see, you type in the course you're teaching, the abbreviation, the ID, and then the color, which is associated with that, which we'll talk about on the next slide. And then the breakdown, you add all the weights for each course and the values. And then you'll see it tells you add it successfully and brings it to your home page, which is what you're talking about next.
All right, so this is the home page for a professor. This professor has already registered for different courses and have added in assignments. These are all the assignments that they have created.
It's not one.
That they have created. Each color represents the respective course. It's the color that they chose when they registered. And they have the ability to edit the assignments and delete them. And there's also a pull to refresh so that they can get the most up-to-date assignments.
So here's an example of editing the assignment. As you can see, the values in the menu that pulls out is pulled from whatever values are associated with the cards. Also, the color at the top of the menu is associated with whatever color was picked for that course. Here you'll see, you didn't see it, but if you watch, it just got changed. But here it says at the beginning, Sunday, May 17th, and it's homework 2. And then you'll see when we go over, it gets changed. It's nice because once you click save, you'll see a toast saying, acknowledging that you've edited it. And then by the time the menu pulls aside, it's already updated. So you watch right here. It is now Tuesday, May 19th, and that's changed from homework 2 to homework 3.
So you click the floating action button on the previous page. It'll take you to add assignment. So here you can see we're adding an assignment. It has the same autocomplete functionality. You put in the description. You go down, you can select what the assignment type is. So here we select test, set the date, the points. It'll give you a toast saying that you've added the assignment. This is the floating action button I was talking about. And it'll add the assignment. We'll see it one more time. Right at the top. We had selected the date for an early date, so we could see it right in the beginning. But let's see.
By the time you get done. You'll see at the top, we made it so the date is the most recent one, so it's right there at the top. So if you want to go and delete that, let's say you want to give your students, no tests for this week, so you just delete it, give them a day off. You can see you just click that X in the top right, and it brings up confirmation. Make sure you actually want to delete it, and then it goes away.
All right, so this is the first view that we have shown you of the native version. So this is a professor going in, actually editing the course, editing the weights, the colors of the course, the breakdown, and then saving it and having it update. So you'll see in the beginning, we'll start back over. The course is originally pink, so we'll select DSS 100. We'll go down, we'll select it to be yellow. As the course color, we'll change the weights so that tests are worth 100% of your grade, just to make it easy. And save the changes, and you can see it update automatically. And then when you edit the assignment, you have that nice color change as well as the buttons change as well.
So here's what that would look like on the mobile, or on the web version, rather. Sorry. Here what we're doing is adding a weight that's only 20, and then you can see that obviously you need to have a value of 100 for all your weights, so it says that's not going to work. It's just an example of it. Obviously dynamically adding weights one after another. You can add up to 5 because that's how many types of assignments you can have.
So this is registering for a course on the native version as a student. So the student's going in, selecting CSC 205. They're going to go in, they'll add the course, add successfully. Obviously, at this point, there's no assignments added, so there's nothing showing up on their homepage. But when assignments will get added, when they refresh, we'll see later, the new event and an assignment will pop up.
So here's what the student homepage looks like. As you can see, there's less functionality. There's no edit, there's no delete. But altogether, it looks about the same. The colors are whatever the professor chose when they registered for courses. And again, this is a full refresh.
Go in, they can edit the assignment, put in the grade that they wanted, or that they received for that specific assignment. So you'll slide out the menu, you can select the course. I think it actually skipped over a little bit.
I think it's in the next one, not sure.
I think
You'll see it in the next one.
yeah.
Or did it not?
It did.
Oh, okay.
It did skip. So you click over here, it'll come in, you'll select the course, and then you'll see this is the information systems. The color again gets set based on the course, and same thing with this turns over to a teal. So you can see all the assignments that you have for those courses.
So we're going to show an example. The course we originally registered for that professor at the beginning was CSE 205. Here we are adding a new assignment for the first time, which you can see pops up right here. So that's just an example of professor adding an assignment. So you see in the next slide what that looks like.
So, like I had said previously, so this is the native version. So you can see here the student, previously didn't have any assignments for that course. Their professor just added one from the web. When they pulled to refresh, it popped up, and you get this nice card that reflects, again, the color of that course, so they can distinguish exactly which course it is. And then go up there, go to the menu, click on the course, and they can put in the grade that they received for.
We give ourselves 100 because,
that assignment. And then it'll give you this nice toast at the bottom saying that the grade was successfully updated.
So, as Dr. Froggy would say, make sure you always sign out. So it's important to have a sign out button here in the top right. Once you click that, it brings you back to the login page where we started. So,
and because of the structure of Ionic, it's built with templates, so there's no direct access to pages. You're always at the index page. So you can never get to any kind of structure underneath. It's built on a stack. So you have to go through the login page to get to any of the pages underneath. There is no website for the home page for the course registration. It's all templates built within the index. So,
any questions?